This conference is about understanding dopamine neurons, which are really important neurons in the brain, and understanding their development so that we can apply that knowledge to curing diseases.
It's a conference that is about what is called developmental biology. It's actually deals with the question of how brain cells are formed initially from immature stem cells. So it really has to do with stem cells that matures and differentiates into interesting brain cells. And what everyone are interested in here are brain cells that make dopamine.
So dopamine is involved in a variety of different behaviors, like movement, locomotion, reward, aversion, and then it gets into like pleasure, eating. That's just the public view of it. But then it's also involved in all these diseases, right?
Those cells are incredibly important in Parkinson's disease. That's actually what happens when Parkinson's disease patients get sick, is that their dopamine nerve cells are disappearing and dying.
And so I feel that if you understand these things from the ground up, then that knowledge will be useful for helping people with dopamine disorders.
It gives a good opportunity to them to connect to the young scientists, to get to know in a more relaxed environment people who are now very important and very established in research and get their mentoring. And it's certainly helpful for commercial organizations like ours, because we need to keep abreast of where the scientific goals are going and topics are going for us to continue evolve our product and really adapt it to the needs of the scientists in the lab.
In the conference we normally go, dopamine neuron development is underrepresented, and then we have like 1 or 2 talks about dopamine neurons, and then the rest of the conference is obviously a bit less of interest. But in this particular cases here, we regrouped the world leader in dopamine neuron development, and then it's just fantastic. Yes, all the talks are really relevant. And then I'll see this conference by all the discussion we had with other participants. This obviously will not be the first and the last conference. And then the location is just fantastic. So probably next year or the year after we'll do it again, that's for sure.
Conferences like this allow us, the people working on the same topic, to sit together and then to listen to the talks and then get inspired. Just come and then to attend to the talk and enjoy the atmosphere, and more importantly is to get connected with the people.
Lawrence Tudor, I actually got goosebumps in his presentation where he showed to actually inject these iPSC-derived dopaminergic neurons using MRI guidance technique, and I was actually blown away by it. And so I sat back thinking, what is going to be the most revolutionary paper that comes out in 2019? I think one of it is going to be what was discussed in this conference.